Howdy folks, my name is Lansow90 and welcome back to Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. Okay, so the biggest problem is our quests are to get to Eve. And I did remember there is a timer that we're up against, and that is our quest expiring. So we do need to go to Eve. How to do it first. Our quests do take like several years to expire. But because it's going to take several years anyway, we kind of need to do this. And also because the game structures itself, it wants you to go to E first. So if I go to Mars or Duna now, we're not actually like prepared to do it, right? Anyway, we have a maneuver. It's not to meet the planet, though. It's just to fix our inclination. It's actually a fair amount of delta V involved with it, but that's okay. Till then, we're just going to do some of this other stuff. Surprised there's still some science here. I guess we should do it just to say that we did. Plasma wave scan one space high over the sun. The radio waves detected for our interactions between charged particles in the solar wind and planetary magnetic fields through the solar system. Done. Yeah, we're basically free to just time warp to get our juices back. Okay. Orbit, visual observation, it right. Magnetometer report. I wish this one would say stuck out. It's weird that we have two magnetometers now. Measures the interaction between the solar wind and magnetic field of this body as it deflects charged particles. Let's see if anything else is going on there. If we sent it all. It would appear to be hashtag sent. Pressure data read 0 as if it were in a vacuum. Temperature. Space. It's cold. That's all you need to know about that. This isn't going to work. I think we already tried that. Okay, so that is everything ran. I like to have this extended just to say that we did. Okay. The big warp. At some point, we may want to stop warping so we can point back at the sun. Because it's actually very important to stay up on top of that, because the times of time accelerations we're doing, incredibly high time accelerations. Actually, a lot more separated from Kerbin than I would have expected already. Yeah, see how we're getting pretty off course of being pointed at the sun. Really, I should have like solar panels, just those like small ones strapped to all sides, just so it's always receiving power. Because otherwise we may have a bad time. So yeah, this burn is just to fix our inclination with Eve, which will make it easier to actually arrive on target. I did burn in the right direction to reach Eve, which is kind of the funny part. Yeah, see, we're getting nearly to our node, though. We do have to make sure we get to that. I guess we should stay pointed at the sun though until that time. Yeah, I should always put little solar panels on all sides. Just to avoid. Hey, why is the countdown not counting down? Huh? Oh, those are minutes, not seconds. That's why it's weird. It's like, what? I feel like the game's stuck. No, it's because it's minutes, not seconds. Do 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 do. Okay. Skirt, 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 skirt. Doesn't have to be precisely on time because it's since we're on such a large scale of an orbit. Because we're orbiting the sun. We're not orbiting like a tiny little minmus or something. Like this node isn't moving anytime soon. But still. Precision won't hurt. For like 30 seconds-ish. Send it. Do 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 do. And yeah, we're gonna have some very long burns as well, which is why I really need to figure out the time warp burn button. Physics, time warp, and deep space, because I know there's a way to do it. All right. Very good. You have a good inclination and a maneuver. To slow down. Target position, us. Yeah. Fortunately, we have to wait a year. This is basically what this comes down to. Because we need to get back into this position a year from now. Let's see, if I'm rotated a different way, will I have a better... Just trying to think of a way I can keep the solar panels pointed at the sun. I think it matters if we're going to prograde or what, but... Like, if it stayed pointing prograde, it'd be great, but it doesn't stay pointed prograde as you move. It'll... Because it doesn't work at time warp, it only works in physics warp. But it'll automatically point itself back on track when I drop out of... So if I just drop out of warp every now and then. Hopefully we don't get caught by Kerbin. Doesn't seem like we're gonna, because it's not on the horizon. And time warping faster than this is when it gets scary. Like, you really want to, because obviously this is not the kind of speed we want to be going. And the warp here function won't do it. It will allow us to like warp to this descending node. Oop, I let my... Okay. And this descending node. And a maneuver to slow down. Target us. Here. Oop. It's fine. It's just we gotta slow down more. Ooh, there it is. Okay. The Eve Periaps. I ain't eat a thing of beauty. Just trying to do it in such a way that it's most efficient. Right there. Trying to not waste Delta V. I guess it's not a ton of Delta V anyway, but anything like that will work. Okay. Do. Yeah, you gotta wait for the planets to be in the right position to go to them. Eve was not. Duna was. But we aren't trying to get to Duna. Not yet. Not quite yet. But yeah, to drop to Eve, you want it to be behind Kerbin, because you want to slow down to get to it. To get to Duna, you want it to be ahead of you because you're going to speed up to it. Is how that works. That's also how getting to Venus and Mars works. Yeah, It's taken basically 3. It's going to take 3 years to get to Eve here total. doop, doop. Retrograde. An hour. We need to burn for 1 minute and 30 seconds. So we need to burn for 1 minute on each end, 60 seconds on each end at least. No. 45 seconds ish. Alrighty. Slowing down. So we could probably just keep this pointed at retrograde until it's complete, rather than trying to chase the marker. So once we see Eve, I can right click on it, and as soon as we get the right level of arrival, we can get there. I can't decide if I want to try to aero brake this thing. Well, let's see. You don't have retractable solar panels, do you? So no, we can't aero brake this thing. If I had retractable solar panels, we could give it a shot. But I didn't think about that. I didn't think about it because we've been going to a lot of current system bodies that don't have atmosphere, so you don't have to think about that, but only for return. Actually do. And I'm gonna thrust them at this bad boy down to like 25, because now I need some fine maneuvering ability. Hold on. I should actually probably just look this up. Give me 1 second. Okay, 90,000 meters is where its atmosphere starts. So yeah, we're gonna do something like that and call it a day. And then the thrust limiter can come off, because once we get there, we're actually going to be wanting to go pretty dang quick. Skirt. So it's pointed towards the sun. The sun. So I think we kind of want to be like this. I think that gives us the the best coverage with the sun. I don't think there's still any more science for us to get. Let's move on. And we are going to save at this point. Quick save number 1. Why not? Send me. Here we go. Here's our transfer to E, so you can kind of see we should have launched like that. Or actually, I had it backwards. I was wrong. You want it to be a little bit ahead of you when you launch from Kerbin, and you want Duna to be a little bit behind you. It's going to be hard for me to remember because I thought I had it right and I had it wrong. Oops. Okay. Not yet been captured. Where is she? There she is. There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we are okay if we're pointed at the sun like this. That's good to know. Because we're basically on the opposite side of the sun as we were on the way here. And we're back to being pointed at it, so we're okay. All right. Our orbital velocity is getting higher and higher as we get towards Eve. Tick, 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 tick. Okay. We're in a polar orbit. That's actually good. Might be like, oh, we're not going horizontally. It's actually fine because we're not planning to land. Even if we're planning to land, polar orbit's not bad for that necessarily. But actually, I think it makes it so we're not going to get radar blackouts either. I didn't think about that. Actually, this is the best thing to do. It was just luck, but yeah, that's essentially the best thing to do. All right. Okay, that's what we need to do, but I want to be pointed towards it because we're running some science, because we are finally in science range. Just pop this up so we can get peak science and start scanning. So I have most of your data. Won't work yet. Run magnetometer report. Magnetometer report. Well, since space high above Eve, you have measured the interaction between the solar wind and magnetic field. Oh, same thing. But it's a ton of science. Oh my god, is it a lot of science. Okay, we gotta be around an orbit of Eve for 60 days. Recon scans. Uh-oh. I don't have the right tools. Oops. Well. Spoil the mud. Oh. Wants me to do this for a mission, though. I don't really want to. Magnetometer boom. CS antenna. Do have those, though. One problem at a time. One problem at a time. Visual observations. Purple clouds, purple lakes, and purple ground. Purple ground, what's not to love? So hard to click on the temperature thing because there's an invisible thing attached to that other one. Temperature, measuring temperature of space. Blah, blah, blah. Zero as if it's in a vacuum. All right. Do some short-term time acceleration, but be quick about it. Yes, yes. World's first. I know. I'm awesome. Plasma wave. Passing through Eve's prominent bow shock, several characteristic radio wave patterns are detected. Contract parameter complete. Ah, it's not even the right magnetometer either. All right. Yep, it's the wrong magnetometer. That's annoying. Well, it took them forever to put one in the game. Yeah, it wouldn't run. I think we've done everything we can here until we get to low orbit. But that will be a mission for next time. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, remember, hit the like button, keep the conversation going in the comments, and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Until next time, I hope you have a good day.